Okay, so we are working on the valve cover of a 2004 Honda Civic. As you can see, we already got the valve cover off. And Cuba is behind me getting the new gaskets in. And I'll show you a quick clip of that in a second. So here he is inspecting his work. He's already got some of the gaskets back in. I will pan over to show you kind of a little look of what we're doing. So as you can see, we've got the new gaskets already, and he's just kind of making sure that they're flush. And he's using that rag as to not damage anything on the valve cover and also the new gaskets.
One more.
So I need to back up. There you go.
You do the same thing over here?
Hold up. Trying to
I'll hold it with my buddy. I'll hold it with my buddy. That's it. That's it. What's that orange towel? Oh, give me a. That's it. Comes out. The next one. So, two more over there. Here comes so. So this one's here are the long ones. It's two of the long ones. It's three of the little ones. There it goes. There it goes. Okay, so you see long, too short.
Okay, so real quick, just so you guys know what was going on. This is the bolt that he was removing. And as you can see underneath it, there's like a little rubber grommet, I guess you would call that. And it was not allowing it to come out. So he was making sure that we got the grommet along with that out, because he's not going to replace this bolt, because you can see this bolt's fine, it's clean. We just need to wipe it down, but that grommet has got some wear and tear to it. It's fine, but he just figured since we're here already doing it, he's going to go ahead and replace it with brand new ones right here. So just to give you guys an idea of what we were working on here. Okay, so the rubber grommet, or whatever you call it, is no longer on here. And let me show you how we got that off. We're actually using these wire cutters right here, and we are cutting through the rubber. Sorry, let me get that in focus. There we go. But yeah, we are cutting through that wire, or I'm sorry, that rubber, and because it actually comes like this, and you can just take a flathead screwdriver, peel this back, expose the entire piece of rubber, and then just cut through it. And then I'm kind of trying to do this with one hand. Sorry guys for all the shaky cam. But yeah, once you cut through the rubber falls off, and then that little aluminum cap just slides off.
Cut them, this is the last one.
All right, and I'm gonna get back to work. Okay, so we've got the new grommets on. The man doesn't have patience for videos, but what we did is we put some soap on the inside of the grommet. This way, when we put it onto the bolt, it would act like a lubricant and just slip right past that ridge, so we can get it on. You do have to press a little hard, but you don't have to press like super hard. It gets on there, no problem. We did, as you can see, obviously clean it off a little bit, get some of the oil residue off of there, so it looked a little bit cleaner. But that's what the new ones look like when you get them on. These ones have more of like a antique finish to the caps of the rubber grommets. The other ones were the same color finish as the bolt heads there, so it looked nice and uniform. But yeah, believe it or not, these are actually the new ones. Let me pause here so I can grab the old ones so you can see what those look like. Okay, so this is what the old ones look like. As you can see, the top has more of like a fake chrome finish, or aluminum finish, I don't know what you call that, but it's just there to protect the grommet or O-ring or whatever you call this from getting worn out from the bolt head. So that's really all that does. It's not important, but you definitely, the new ones have it on there, and you definitely want to keep those on there. The engineers and rocket scientists that made it put it on there for a reason. So okay, so it actually took both of us, and we needed both of our hands, so I'm sorry I couldn't film this part, but we got the valve cover back on. While I was lining it up, he was kind of holding this back a little bit, not too much because you don't want to bend this or damage this in any way. We took a shortcut and kind of gently moved it out of the way. You can undo this if you know how and you want to. Go for it, more power to you. We weren't trying to do all that work, so we just kind of held it out of the way so that we can get the valve cover on. And a good way to let yourself know whether or not you've got it lined up properly, because you got to make sure it's lined up properly. Otherwise, what will happen is I don't know if I'll be able to get it from here, but you can kind of see the seal right here, and you can see it's flush. So if it's not flush, it'll leak out of there, and you don't want that. So another way that you can tell that you're flush is, see, you can kind of see down the barrel here of where the ignition coil goes into and the spark plugs go into. Now, when we first put it on, it was misaligned, and I could actually see that part of this hole in there was covered up. So you want to make sure that you line it up properly and that you don't see any part of that hole kind of like cresting here. You actually want it to be all the way down and flush with this hole. And then the other thing that you're going to want to get, if you don't already have it, is a little mirror. Kuba, what did you do with the mirror? Mirror! Grazie. Sorry. So you're going to want to get this little mirror so that you can, from this angle, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little out of focus in the mirror, but you can actually see the line, and you can make sure that it's flush. And you're going to want to do that all around the car, or all along the engine, and make sure that it's flush in all sides, because you don't want one corner to be out of alignment and not flush, because then that means that the other opposite corner is probably misaligned as well. So just do your inspection and everything before you start bolting everything down, because otherwise you're going to have to undo some of your work, get everything lined up, and that's just annoying. So there you go. Okay, and we have finished installing the valve cover. We got everything tightened up, battened down, as you can see. And excuse me. Sorry to do this, but we're gonna go ahead and give it a start up and see how it's doing. He was complaining about smoke earlier, so I'm looking for that. I see no smoke, so we're good.